Hi kids, hope everybody is fine at home. And in previous session, I had explained the three theorems, isn't it? Hope everybody has read it and understood the meaning of that, and you people have to learn those statements whatever they have given, because those are very important, like how we have learned the identities. So like that, here the statements are very important, that is theorem statements are very important. So in today's session, let us begin with a rectangle. So what is the definition of a rectangle? A rectangle is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and each angle in a quadrilateral is 90 degree. That is a rectangle. So here they have given, like in the blue box they have given the definition of rectangle. A rectangle is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal. So can you see the rectangle there? Opposite sides are AB is equal to CD, that is opposite side, and BC is equal to AD, or AD is equal to BC. Next, opposite angles are equal. So opposite angles means each angle is 90, means at each corner you have got a right angle, that is 90 degree. Opposite sides are parallel, they have told. So AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. So these are the three important things. By this we come to know that the given figure is a rectangle. Next, they have given three more points here. So in a quadrilateral, when each angle is 90 degree, then it is a rectangle. Got? Next, a parallelogram with any angle 90 degree is also called a rectangle. Then a parallelogram with equal diagonals is also called a rectangle. So now let us begin with the theorem 4, but here they have given 5. So here let us begin with theorem 4. So what does this theorem state? It is about rectangle. So diagonals of a rectangle are equal and bisect each other. So here which are the diagonals in the diagram there? AC and BD are the two diagonals and they are equal and they bisect each other. So equal means what? So here now for example AC is 6 centimeters and BD is somewhat 5 centimeters. So when they bisect, so AC will become AO and OC, so there the length will be shared. So that was 6, so it becomes 3 and 3. So BD is 5, so that becomes 2.5 and 2.5. So like that, if they are equal, they bisect each other. So here what we need to prove? This is theorem number 4 of rectangle. Diagonals of a rectangle are equal and bisect each other. So here I have drawn a rectangle. So they have named like this A, B, C, D, and they have drawn a diagonal AC and BD and they meet at point O. So now what is given there? So here what all they have given? They have given a rectangle ABCD with diagonals AC and BD and they are intersecting each other at point O. That is given. Given means what all they have given in the diagram, that we need to write. So given is a rectangle ABCD. They have given a rectangle ABCD and what all they have given? They have given the diagonals also with diagonals AC and BD which intersect each other at O, at point O. Now what we need to prove? We have to prove that diagonals of a rectangle are equal, means AC is equal to BD. We have to prove that AC is equal to BD and they bisect each other. So this is the first point, AC is equal to BD, and here we have to prove that AO is equal to OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. So we have proved this in our parallelogram also. So let us prove it in the rectangle. So here let us start the proof. So in the proof the first point is, So in triangle ABC and BAD. So why we are taking that ABC and BAD? Here we are taking this angle triangle ABC and BAD. So in that AB is equal to AB. It's a common side. We are taking which two triangles? ABC and ABD, like this we are taking these two. So in that AB is a common side. So let us start the proof there. Proof. So this is statement and reason. So in triangle ABC and triangle ABD, so AB is equal to AB. So these both the triangles are standing on AB. That will be your common side. Next. Then BC is equal to AD. BC is equal to AD because their opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. BC is equal to AD. See here, BC is equal to AD. They are opposite sides of the rectangle, so they will be equal. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. Next. So here angle BAD will be equal to angle ABC. So angle BAD will be equal to angle ABC. So here because each angle is equal to 90 degree. So they are equal to each other. Next. So therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. So what will be the congruous criterion? It's side, angle, side, because we have proved that two sides are equal and one angle is equal. So therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. So it is SAS because we have proved two sides and one angle, and then AC is equal to BD. So AC is equal to BD. So hence proved, we have proved that AC is equal to BD. Next, second one, since rectangle is a parallelogram, so they have given the next one. So what we have to prove that AC is equal to BD, we have proved. Next we have to prove that your diagonals bisect each other. So let us start the proof now. So can I erase this? Hope everybody has read this, so I will erase this and I will prove the second point here. So again we need to write the statement and reason. So this is first one. Then we have to prove the second one now. So this is the proof, then statement and reason. Now we have proved that AC is equal to BD. Now since rectangle is a parallelogram, they have told that parallelogram is also called as rectangle if its each angle is 90 degree. So here they have proved since rectangle is also a parallelogram, so its opposite sides are equal and parallel. So AD is parallel to BC. So we will start the proof now. So the first statement is in triangle AOD and triangle BOC. So here in triangle AOD and in triangle BOC, AD is equal to BC. AD is equal to BC. What is the reason? As we have told that both are we have considered those. So AD is equal to BC. You can write opposite sides of a rectangle. Next. Then what they have told, angle A is equal to angle B. We have to write there. So they have given the second diagram. See here they have marked this as B. So this will be your A. Next, this is X and this is Y. So AD is equal to BC and then angle A is equal to angle B So you know the reason. When it is like Z shape, you know the reason, because they are alternate angles. And they have given one more pair of angles, that is angle X is equal to Y. So it has also got the same reason, that is alternate angles. Next. So therefore triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. So we have proved one side and two angles are equal. So it is ASA congruous criterion. Next. Now when these triangles are congruent to each other, so AO is equal to, or OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. Congruent means it has got same size and shape. So these sides also will be equal. So here we have proved that diagonals bisect each other and the measure of diagonals are equal to each other. See, OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. Next, so we have proved about the rectangle. So here we have finished about rectangle. Let's move on to the next quadrilateral, that is rhombus. So what is a rhombus? It is a quadrilateral in which all the sides are equal. So here all the sides are equal means we have got one more figure, isn't it? That is a square. So in square also all the sides are equal, and in rhombus also all the sides are equal. But the condition is, what is the difference is, square has got all the angles 90 degree. All are right angles, but here in rhombus it's not 90 degree. So here we know the definition of rhombus now. Now we have got a theorem related to rhombus. So here the theorem states like this: diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. So here we have got diagonals in a rhombus, and when you draw them, they meet at O, and the point where they meet, their right angles is formed. So let us begin with the next theorem, that is theorem number 5. So here we have theorem 5. Next, diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. Diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. So here we will draw a rhombus. Now what does this mean? So here I will name it as ABCD. So what does it mean? I have drawn two lines on those all the sides, isn't it? So it means that AB is equal to BC and BC is equal to CD and CD is equal to AD. So all the sides are equal here, or you can draw a rhombus like this. Now what we need to prove here, diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. So when we draw diagonals in the rhombus ABCD, so this have to meet at right angles, they have told. So if you don't understand like that, see here, I am drawing here. See, can you see? By this you come to know that the diagonals are meeting at right angles, but how do we prove it? So let's start the proof. So I'll erase this. So here we have got ABCD. So what is given there? So given is a rhombus, given a rhombus ABCD, then in that whose diagonals intersect each other at O. Next, what we need to prove? We have to prove that first one, OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD, and we have to prove that angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to 90 degree. So here both the angles are equal to 90. So by this only we come to know by the diagram. See, can you see a straight line here? And this is vertically a line drawn vertically perpendicular to it. So you know when a line is drawn perpendicular to a line, so they meet at right angles, isn't it? So here AC is a straight line and BD will be a perpendicular line to it. So here sum of two angles, that is angle AOB and angle BOC, together it's 180 degree. So measure of AOB and a measure of BOC will be 90 degree each. So that only we need to prove. So let's start the proof. So proof. So here we need to write the statement and the reason here. So what will be the first point? So we'll consider the triangles AOB and COD. So in triangle AOB and triangle COD, so what we need to prove? AB is equal to CD. Why AB is equal to CD? It's already given, isn't it? Because they are sides of the parallelogram. Sides of rhombus. So here sides of rhombus are always equal. Sides of rhombus. Now, so here we'll mark some angles into it. Sorry, they have marked here. Now, so in triangle AOB and COD they have taken this triangle, these two triangles they have taken. So your angle A is equal to angle B because they are alternate angles. Why they are alternate angles? Because AB is equal to CD and AB is parallel to CD. So angle A is equal to angle B because they are alternate angles formed in between two parallel lines. Next, your angle C is equal to angle D. Again the same reason, that is they are alternate angles. So we have proved that one side and two angles are equal. So therefore triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD. The reason is ASA, because two angles and one side we have proved, so it's ASA. So therefore OA is equal to OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. So we have proved that diagonals bisect each other. Next, what we have to prove? Diagonals intersect at right angles we have to prove. So let's prove it. I'll erase this part. Hope everybody is understanding this. So little bit you feel it bored because of the statements, you will not have any problems here. So after this we will start the exercise. Next, so now let us consider triangle AOB and triangle BOC or COB. So now, so here I will draw a different diagram. The same figure, only it is ABCD rhombus only. So this is A, B, C, D, and there is a diagonal here, BD and AC. So here it's A, B, A they have marked, and here they have marked two angles. So can you see we have drawn a different figure here, that is a rhombus only. See here in the rhombus we have marked some angles. See, you can see these angles. Now we are familiar with that. So these two angles will be equal because AB is parallel to CD and AB is equal to angle A is equal to angle B. Again they are alternate angles. Then can you see some mark here? See, I have marked like this. What does it mean? So OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. We have already proved it. And next I have marked these three lines. Can you see these three lines? So here as it is a rhombus, all the sides will be equal, so I marked it. AB is equal to BC. Now let us start the proof. So now we will consider triangle AOB and BOC. Why we have to take those only? You can take this also. You can either take AOB and AOD also. Got it? So wherever we get a straight line, that only we have to take. So we are taking AOB and BOC now. as I have explained already. It's a straight line and two triangles are standing on it, so they form a right angle, so we have to prove that. Next, second one, in triangle AOB and triangle BOC. So AB is equal to BC, isn't it? So in those triangles, here OA is equal to OC and AB is equal to BC and OB is equal to OB, because that both the triangles are having the same side. OB is equal to OB. So why OA is equal to OC? They are diagonals of that, isn't it? It's proved above, their diagonals are equal. Next, OB is equal to OB, this is a common side, and AB is equal to BC, they are sides of parallelogram. Sides of parallelogram. So OB is equal to OB, this is common. And next, OA is equal to OC, it's proved here, so we will write proved. Next, as we have proved all the three sides are equal of those two triangles, therefore triangle AOB is congruent to triangle BOC. What is the reason? It is SSS rule, all the sides are equal. Next, so when all the three sides are equal, so therefore angle AOB is equal to angle BOC, isn't it? Next, so but angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to, see here, angle AOB, this angle AOB and angle BOC equals to how much? 180 degree, because they are lying on a straight line. So when both are equal, we know that they are congruent triangles, so both angles will be equal only. So when we need to find an individual, so what we'll do? So angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to 180 divided by 2. So what is 180 divided by 2? It's 90 degree. So the diagonals meet at right angles, hence it is proved. So angle AOB is equal to angle BOC, we got it as 90 degree, so hence proved. So when I had drawn the diagram only, I told you, as is both the triangles are standing on a straight line, sum of angle AOB and BOC will be equal to 90 degree, like 180 degree, isn't it? Linear pair, how do you say? It's like that. So AOB is equal to 90 and BOC is equal to 90 degree. So we have proved that diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at right angles. So let's move on to the next quadrilateral, that is square. So what is the definition of a square? So it is similar to your rhombus. So square is a quadrilateral in which all the sides are equal, all the angles are equal and each angle is 90 degree. So now let us see what theorem we have got in square. So I think there also they might give you diagonals bisect each other at right angles. So let us see what is there. So here in a square we have again the same thing. Diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other at 90. So how we have proved in this rhombus, we have to prove in the same manner. So here what is given? So let's write the statement first. Theorem number 6. Diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other at 90 degree. So let us draw a square. So you are very familiar with square, isn't it? So here all the sides will be equal in a square, and now we have got two diagonals. So I'll name it A, B, C, D, and they are meeting at O. So the diagonals AC and BD are meeting at point O. So what is given? We have a square ABCD next whose diagonals whose diagonals AC and BD intersect at point O. Intersect at point O. Now, what we need to prove? So, we have got 3 points to prove. So, to prove, we have got first one, AC is equal to BD, means diagonals are equal to each other. AC is equal to BD. Next, second one, they bisect each other, that is OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. We have proved all these, isn't it, in rhombus and rectangle. So, next, third one, angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to 90 degree. So, even we have proved this in rhombus, isn't it? So, now, let us start the proof. So, we will consider the triangle ABC and angle BAD. So, we will start the proof here. So, in triangle ABC and triangle BAD. So, what happens in that triangle? So, ABC and ABD we have taken, BAD. So, AB is equal to AB, as both the triangles are lying on the side AB, AB will be a common side, and then AD is equal to BC because these are sides of a square, and angle ABC is equal to angle BAD is 90 degree. Now, we have to prove that triangles are congruent. So, here in triangle ABC and BAD, AB is equal to AB because both the triangles are standing on the same side. So, it will be common to both. Next, AD is equal to BC. These are sides of a square. Sides of square are equal. Next, angle ABC is equal to angle BAD is equal to 90 degree. So, therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. So, it is side angle side. Two sides and one angle is common there. So, AC is equal to BD. So, AC is equal to BD. So, what we have proved? Diagonals are equal to each other. Next, let us take the second one. We have to prove that diagonals bisect each other. So, I will erase this. So, let us start the second one. So, in second one, this is the first one. Next, I will take the second one. Again, it is a proof only. So, now we will consider triangle AOB and triangle COD. So, we will mark some angles here. So, let us take triangle AOB and triangle COD. So, in triangle AOB and triangle COD. So, we have taken those two triangles. So, what you can see there? So, when we see, we get angle A is equal to angle B, angle C is equal to angle D, and AB is equal to CD. So, here we will prove AB is equal to AB is equal to CD. Then what's the reason? Sides of square are equal. Sides of square are equal. Then angle A is equal to angle B, angle C is equal to angle D because both are alternate angles. So, alternate angles measure will be always equal. So, we prove that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD. What's the reason? It is ASA. So two angles and one side of those triangles are equal, so the triangles are congruent to each other. So therefore OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. Next, so the third point is left out. So we have to prove that both the angles measured is equal to 90 degree. So I am proving the third point here. So for our third one, we have got the triangle, this one diagram like this. I am erasing this, all the angles. So here these two sides are equal. Next, so these two sides are equal and here they are marked like this. So this is O. Now we will consider triangle AOB and BOC. Like how we have proved that those two triangles are standing on a straight line. So those angles will be equal to 90 degree. So we will consider the triangle AOB and triangle BOC. So in triangle AOB and BOC, AB is equal to BC. AB is equal to BC. Sides of a square are equal. Sides of square are equal. Next, so here AB is equal to BC we have done. Then OA is equal to OC. We have proved it already. OA is equal to OC. They are diagonals. Next, OB is equal to OB. This is the common side. So this is proved already. This is the common side. So here all the sides are equal. So therefore triangle AOB is congruent to triangle BOC because of SSS criterion. All the sides, like three sides we have proved that they are equal. So these two triangles are congruent. Next, angle AOB is equal to angle BOC, but angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. So when we need to find a measure of each angle, what we'll do? Angle AOB is equal to angle BOC equals to 180 divided by 2, that is 90 degree. So hence we have proved all the 3 points. So here diagonals bisect each other, diagonals are like sides are equal, and then here angles, that is angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to 90 degree. So we have proved all the theorems. So please learn the statements, theorem statements, those are very important. It will be helpful for you to solve the sums. So in the next session, let's begin with exercise 17. So before that, read everything, and what you do is in the classwork when you begin this chapter, I have told you this you have to do it in the geometry classwork. So what you do is write all the statements of the theorems, that is those which they have given in the bold letters. You write them, only those, not the proof and all, only those. So after that you begin the exercise 17. So in the next session, let's begin with exercise 17. Thank you.